Hey guys, so today we're gonna be making some bean soup Honduran style. We have some ingredients over here, some cilantro and onions, some complete seasoning, and some rib seasoning. You can use any. So we're gonna start pouring some oil in a pot and then adding some red and white onion, some green bell pepper, cilantro. And we're gonna mix that well. You can really smell all the aromas that these are putting out. So we're gonna add some meat. I have some smoked pork chops and some sausage. Leaving the bones is optional. I really like to leave them in because I feel this gives it a lot more flavor. So you can just put them in or not, that's up to you. So then we season. I'm not adding salt just right now, I just want to wait until the end. So now we're gonna blend some beans. I have the NutriBullet. I find this so easy to use, so I really like it. But you can use a regular blender, that's fine, or a food processor even. So we're gonna add that to the pot. You can see that the meat already let out some juice. We're gonna let that simmer for a while, so it really integrates all the flavors. And then we are going to just move it a little for it not to stick on the pan. There we go. And then we add some of the bean stock. Now we're going to peel some potatoes. We're gonna wash them well and peel them. You can also add casava and green bananas, but this time I didn't have those, so I just used some potatoes I have laying around. So I want to cut them in half and then in half again to make some cubes. The size of the cubes really is optional. You can make them small, regular, just big ones. Some people add the potatoes in half, but I like to cut them in cubes. Reminds me of my grandma. So we're gonna cut them in half and then in half again and then some cubes. There we go. So if you have a big potato, I advise you to cut it in half first, because that way it makes it way easier to cut the other pieces. So once we have all the potatoes, we're going to add them to our pot. At this point the soup has been simmering, and then we add some water. Now the amount of water that you add depends on how thick you want your soup's consistency. I like it a little bit watery. That's just how I'm used to having it, but I think that's really good. And now we're gonna let it boil for a while until all of our meats are cooked, all of our potatoes are cooked, all the veggies you put in, and then you have a delicious Honduran style bean soup. Enjoy!